All right, y'all. Welcome back to No Script. I actually have a special guest today. I'm gonna let her go ahead and introduce herself here in a second. But of course, you know who it is. It's your boy Bernard Binky Barnes, aka just a kid, whatever avenue you know me from. But yeah, like I said, I have a special guest today. It's my Cuddy, my young life. Like I said, I'm gonna definitely go ahead and let her introduce herself. So go ahead and take over.
My name is Tajada, and I'm on the No Script podcast.
So, um, tell me, well, not tell me, but tell them because I kind of already know. Like where you from? You know what I'm saying? How we met?
Well, I'm from California. Uh, me and Binky Barnes met in at Poway High School, the one and only. What class? Agriculture?
it you didn't have floral, did you?
No, we met in
It may have
ag
been
bio.
yeah, ag bio, but I think we met like not met, but like I think seen each other in passing, like going to different classes and stuff like that.
Yeah, but we got more like closer in ag bio. Like that's when we
Yeah,
actually started talking and fucking around and acting silly and shit.
yeah, I'm not gonna lie, that shit was bro, I wonder whatever happened to what's his name? Aaron?
Aaron?
The super short kid that we had in our class. He was short, like he was a oh, what happened? Uh
A midget?
nah, he wasn't a midget. Hold on real quick. Let me get this back. Somebody try to call me. I can't even see you right now. I can't even see you right now. I'm gonna be honest. Hold
We have
on.
to start over.
I forgot his name. I think it was Aaron. Bro, he was like the shortest one in the class. He wasn't a midget, but he was short. I think he was like a freshman or a sophomore.
Yo, I don't
Um,
remember that.
he used to be in the back with us. Literally, he was short Mexican kid, but he was like super cool. Like, oh
I
my god,
think it was me, you, Savion, and him at the end of the table.
yeah.
I
Like,
kind of remember. Yeah.
bro, he used to be. I think he was worse than us. He used to be turned up right along with us.
Oh, yeah. I remember that actually. Yo, remember I used to come up in class wearing wigs?
Bro, I'm literally we used to have some funny ass moments in that class for real. I was talking to Savion about it, like when he did the podcast, and like, bruh, we used to. I don't know what it was, but like every time we all got together, like Miss Mosh was like, "All right, y'all,
Separate.
I'm about to move y'all desk." Like we used to, and then don't let it be a substitute teacher. Oh my
Oh, for real.
god, so like, okay, so I want to know like your point of view, like on like our friendship and like how, like you said, we used to be turned up and stuff like that. Like, give me like your opinion, your point of view on that, like
I
how we
think
met and like just kind of like how everything developed from there.
I think coming from Mira Mesa, not knowing like anyone at Poway, and then always like trying to find my people because it was just, it was all white people.
Yeah,
And I wasn't used to that coming from Mira Mesa. I was used to like everyone being mixed. There was barely any white people in our classes. So I guess like coming from Mira Mesa to Poway High, and then, we kind of built our friendship. It was like a sense of like comfort, like, hey, this is my friend right here. Like
yeah.
this is someone who actually gets me, that we laugh with each other. So it was like, yeah,
Because
it was
I
it
think at
helped
the
though. And you was a senior too. So it's like it helped me feel like, hey, this is my brother right here.
Yeah, for real. Yeah, I was because I think I remember it was you and your cousins.
Yeah, and they moved. They
Yeah,
moved. So it was like, damn, I'm alone again.
yeah. I was like, whenever I would get to school, I'm like, where my nigga at? Like that. I'm not gonna lie. Like a lot of because I kind of I honestly was the same way because it's crazy 'cause you just said that because I came from Escondido and like Escondido was like more the melting pot like white, Mexican, black. So like I seen everything, and then going
Yeah,
from there to just
just
more so white people, and
yeah,
it was like
predominantly white.
a few black people in my class. I was like, and then I had met Brandon. Was it
Oh
Brandon?
yeah,
I
but
think it
he's a
was.
little washed. He was whitewashed.
Yeah, he was. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, shout out my nigga Brandon, but yeah, he was. But like, as far as like to still be able to flip the script and be like, oh, you know what I mean? Like you're black, I'm black. Like I know where. I think he was the first person I like really started hanging out with. Um, because like the people on the football team at first, I was like, I'm not really, you know what I'm saying? I'm not really
Yeah.
like I said, it was we had like Derek Babish on the team. It was like all
Oh, yeah,
them.
I used to have the biggest crush on him. And then he only liked white girls. I was like, oh, okay, never mind.
Yeah. It was him, Nehemiah, all them. And I was just like, I don't like I felt like I still didn't fit in. And because they was all going to power since like their freshman year and shit. So I was like,
Mhm.
nah, I'm cool. And then I started fucking with Savion, Marcos, Gus, like all them. And then I was like, okay, cool. So I didn't really hang out with the football team like that. And then when you came to the school, I was like, my nigga, what's happening?
And
then
Casey too. Remember Casey?
yeah, Casey,
Yeah.
yeah, I remember her. I
And what
think
about Trent? You never used to hang out with Trent?
I did, but like me and Trent like kind of had our differences.
Oh,
We actually
okay.
fought my senior year.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Yeah,
I remember you telling me that.
I had like I didn't get in trouble, but like my coach, one of my coaches was like, bro, like really, like you about to graduate, you out here beating up kids, and I'm like, bro, I didn't even do that. Because do you remember I was dating Jasmine?
Yeah.
Do you remember
Okay.
what's his name? Alazar?
Yeah, that Mexican
That
guy,
the swagger.
the SWAT, yeah, the Steezer, whatever you call it.
So that same day, I don't know if you were there when I punched him in the face.
No, but I heard about it.
That same day is the same day I got into a fight with Trent
And Trent
because
was a junior too. He was a year younger.
yeah, he was a junior,
Yeah.
but he basically, long story short, he was dating this one black girl. I'm not gonna say her name, but she had came up to me and was talking to me about like their relationship and they broke up and shit like that. And I was like, oh, okay, cool, whatever. And like I'm like giving her advice. And so I guess she took the advice and like flipped it and then was telling him about it. So he got mad at me, like, oh, you're a backstabber, whoop, whoop. And he like put his hands on me. So I was like, all right, bro. Like,
Mhm.
I'm where I'm from, nigga, we don't let that slide. Like, nah. So we ended up getting to a fight, whatever. They broke it up, and you know, but yeah, I mean, we was cool. Like, kind of after that, like, we was cool. I think I had graduated, and like, he was a senior now, and it was, but it wasn't like as close anymore.
Yeah.
Because when we first started kicking it, like we was kicking it. Like I was spending out at his house, like we would kick it before the game, shit like that. But after that fight, it kind of was weird. Like I was like, I don't know, bro. Like I didn't think he was at the time maybe old enough or mature enough to understand, like, okay, we fought, it's over with.
You
But
still have like hold a grudge
kind of, it
a
was
little
kind of,
bit, like
yeah,
weird.
it was kind of like you can feel it. Like
Hmm.
if we all in a group or we all meeting up like in the middle of the little whatever that shit was.
The quad.
Yeah, and like it's break or lunchtime or something, and then he walk up It's like, oh, what's up, Shane? Oh, what's up, Bernard? All right. Well,
And that's it.
yeah, like it wasn't like, oh my nigga, what's up with you there?
Oh, I'm about to plug this in.
Was you there when George was there?
George. Yeah. The Mexican guy?
No,
Oh,
he was black. I don't think he was there. No,
probably not.
I think that was before he was a basketball player. He was black. Um, I'm trying to think who else. I think that was pretty much it. I mean, from at least from me, like I didn't really once the year started going, the group got closed up, and I was like, anybody outside of this shit, I don't know you. Like, I don't know you. I don't want to skate with you. I don't want none of that. But I think from my point of view, though, I think we got super close. Like, so like you said, like whenever we started hanging out more, we had the classes more, and then we found out we lived on the street from each other, and it was over with from there.
Yeah.
Like,
Mm-hmm.
and then we was watching Brock Hayes and Kevin Edwards together.
Oh,
Nigga, that
yes.
shit.
Oh my
All that
God.
bear, I'm in fear.
Yo, I remember. I was like, bro, as soon as you said Brock, I was like, yo, I remember that guy. I kind of want to watch his old videos.
Yeah, I went one night on YouTube and watched it. Um, what's the name? Kevin. He actually does like Twitch streaming and like YouTube. Um, but he plays like kid games and like the kids like love him and watch him. My son was actually watching him. I was like, nigga, do you know who that is? Like, that's a legend. Like, oh
Bro,
man,
hilarious.
bro, we used to have that. I remember
Yeah.
we used to. I think we almost got kicked out one day because we was in the back. Like, we started singing. What's that nigga?
Oh,
Chief Keef.
300.
Yeah, they was like, hey, y'all gotta be quiet or y'all gotta go. Bro, they used to that shit used to be super turned up. I think was Jasmine in that class?
Someone you didn't like, or I don't know.
Nah,
Maybe in
Elazar. I
oral
know
class.
Elazar. Elazar was in that class, whatever his
Oh
name.
yeah. Yep.
See, I never really had a problem with nobody unless like they was talking shit or whatever. But my senior year, I don't know. I had to learn how to put my pride to the side.
I
Like
mean, that's a
when
good thing to learn early.
for real, because like I that's really the only reason why I even like got into it with him. Cause I was dating Jasmine and like he was like, oh, I could take your girl. And I was like, nigga, what? Like, do you know who I am? Stop playing with me. And probably got in the way and shit like that. And you remember Pilaf? Was it Pilaf? Pilaf? He used to hang out with Elazar. He was the other swagger.
Probably. I don't know what he looks like though.
I don't even got him on nothing anymore, but bro, that shit we definitely have to, bro. If we imagine if I don't think YouTube was like it was popping back then, but it wasn't like how it is
Yeah.
now.
Hmm.
I think that's why we were so like, damn, like Kevin and Brock, they jumped another video. Like I'm about to go watch that
And
shit.
wasn't Vine still popular or no?
Yeah, that's when
Yeah.
Vine and all that stuff. So like, can you imagine if like we had a like our phones and shit recording everything we did?
I feel like
Man,
I might no, probably not. Because I remember I had an iPhone, but it was like an iPhone
like 2.
6.
Oh.
Yeah, and then I got my phone taken away and I had that Obama phone for like a year.
Wait,
I had,
was it a flip phone? Wasn't
no,
it a
it
flip
was the
phone?
bar phone, the little
Oh
bar
my.
phone, like this
Oh, I
big.
remember.
And I had to text like 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Man,
Bruh.
I was on the bus mad. I used to take the bus to school and back home. Had no music, sitting on the damn bus.
Bro, we
Terrible.
used to roast the hell out of each other too. Like,
Hmm.
Bruh, I wish we like could have recorded that shit somehow, some way, because like that shit would be funny as fuck to just play back randomly and watch.
Hmm.
So did you finished that power, right?
No,
Oh
I
no,
went
you
to
went
Del
to
Norte.
yeah, you went to Dun. When did you do that?
The end of sophomore year. So I was there junior and senior year. Cause I couldn't take being at Poway. I was freaking miserable.
Yeah, all your nigga.
Everyone moved, everyone graduated. I was like, damn, I got no one here. And everyone, already in their cliques, like knowing me, I don't fit in. Like I
Yeah.
connect with my people. I don't just be trying to fit in with groups and
Yeah.
shit.
Damn, that I forgot that. I was like sitting here like, damn, she finished that Poway. I forgot she went to Del Norte.
Yeah,
Cause
down Norte
you
had
was
all my people over there.
you was in the same class as my stepbrother, I think. Troy. Huh?
Yeah,
They're in the room. Um, yeah, you was in the same class as my stepbrother. Um, because what y'all graduated 2021? No, I'm playing. Was it what 14, 15,
16.
16? Yeah. So it was I knew it was one of those. Um, bro, life
Yeah,
is crazy.
he finished that by the way, huh?
Yeah, he be yeah, I think
Yeah, he
yeah,
tried to
he
hit me
did.
up after we graduated on some slick shit.
What he was saying.
Just like, trying to slide in the DMs with the hard eyes and shit.
Oh, I'm gonna tell that nigga. I'm gonna have to call him later. Nah, so what was okay, so I graduated 2013 and then you finished your sophomore year at Poway. So who was you like friends with? Like what was your group as far as and wait, hold on, by the way, didn't you go to school as a kid?
Yeah, in middle school. But then she moved to Temecula. And then when I was in Poway, well, I was still so freshman and sophomore year, I would go up to Temecula like and hang out at her school all the time. Like she'd come
Okay.
pick me up. I'll go have my mom drive me up there. Her dad would drive me back. Like I was at her school all the time.
I think that's why I thought that
Yeah.
because I remember y'all being in like a school setting and like some of your videos and pictures. And I'm like, damn, they go to school together now. But so like what was your was it like a because I think Del Norte was still pretty much like kind of
There's a
white,
lot of white
but
people there, but they had built like affordable housing across the street from the school.
uh
And like, no offense, but there was a lot more,
yeah,
urban people there.
yeah.
So Del Norte actually had more black people and like Hispanic people than Poway. Because we had a whole black culture club and it was a whole room full of black people, like black students.
Oh, that's
So
dope.
I would just be in there. Yeah, I would just be in there on lunchtime, just vibing. We had a black teacher, a black
Mhm.
history teacher named Mr. Brown. So
Mr.
we was
Brown.
just vibing up in there, having fun. It was a lot better, way better.
Yeah, I feel you on that. I think my experience at Poway, at least from my point of view, I liked it more, but I think it was just because of the environment I was coming from. I went from Southeast San Diego, if you're familiar with that, um, to Escondido, which was a little bit better, but wasn't that, it was still gang banging and shit like that. And then to Poway, so I was like, damn, like, because my dad was always on me, oh, don't be doing this, don't be doing
Mhm.
that. And I didn't really have to worry about the things I had to worry about being at
I don't know if you
Escondido.
remember, your dad was strict on you,
Yeah, bro, what?
big time strict.
I was like, damn, nigga, I'm a senior, bro. Like, but so like doing a power, it was like he was still strict, but he kind of loosened up a little bit because we wasn't in the southeast and we wasn't in Escondido. Like it was a little bit better, you know what I mean? Like,
Mhm.
um, I think that's why, like, and people might not agree with me, but I would rather my kid, and I said it before, but I would rather my kids um fight or face racism versus gangbanging. And like it's crazy to say, and like when you think about it, like you're probably like, what the fuck? But like
Yeah, it's
realistic,
hard. It's like it's hard. I
yeah,
mean, yeah, it's hard for both because like one of them is, I mean, it depends, but they're both on equal scales, I would say.
yeah,
Because, some people have their own opinion, but they both take a toll on kids in general, no matter
mhm.
what. It's no if what's are better than what's the next one, but
And
yeah.
that's why I'm saying, like, if it was me, I would rather them scoot over to the side of more so like dealing with, because you can beat them with kindness, if that makes sense. As
Mm-hmm.
far as
Yeah, you
racism,
gotta
like,
teach them that.
yeah, so like that's what I told my sister that, and my sister was like blown away. She was like, "What the fuck?" Like, but that's real. Like, I would rather them have to go through that in some capacity versus gang banging and shootouts and all that shit.
Yeah.
Like you
Yeah.
said, it's definitely equal, but somebody calling you the hard R versus somebody getting into what a shootout with somebody, I'll take the
I
hard
mean,
R over that.
yeah. I mean, there's different levels to racism too. It's not just being called, nigger and keep it
Yeah,
pushing. It's like, they could bully you, they could try and set you up, they could,
yeah,
bully you constantly until you just wanna, So it's like
yeah,
different levels, I would say. But
yeah.
yeah, I mean, I feel you. I probably would do the same too.
I think I had got I wouldn't say bullied. Like I don't think I was ever bullied in high school. Um, but it was a instance in high school that took place. I didn't really find it racist. I thought it was funny. Um, but of course my stepmom, she was like, "Nah, we finna take this to the front office." I don't you wasn't there yet, I don't think. I think this happened like my junior year. Um, but basically someone posted a video or a picture of a cart or like a truck of watermelon, like that was crashed, and like the watermelon was like smashed up and shit, and someone like tagged me in it and was like, how are you feeling about, like, basically, because I'm
How
black.
you feel about this?
Yeah, and like I laughed at it, and my stepmom was like, what the fuck, like, nah, they're definitely being racist to you. And I was like, really? I was like, I don't know, I don't, like, I'm a football player. Like, I'm not really taking heat. Like, I'm not focused on that. And
Yeah.
that was like really the only thing that ever really, like, to me, that stood out. And I was like, damn, like I'm definitely in a different world. Like, like I'm definitely surrounded by a lot of white people. Which, don't get me wrong, like I love white people, but like certain ones, you got to kind of be like, all right, I'm gonna go this way.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. I get it. I mean,
so
I definitely would have took it to the front office if that was me.
yeah, I don't know. I just, like I said, back then I was just like,
Because I feel like guys think it's funny, like more guys. But if it was a girl, they would be like, the girl
yeah.
would feel some type of way. But guys is just like, oh yeah, that's funny, haha, fuck you. But
I think also because I knew, like, the person that did it, like I could easily whoop their ass. So I was like, I'm gonna just
yeah,
laugh this shit off, and I'm gonna just like, haha, you got me funny. I mean, because we talked about it afterwards. His mom was like, I think on the, not committee, but like she was helping out. Like she was like a team mom. Like she would help out with the team a little bit here and there. I
mhm.
really wasn't tripping, but like he apologized. We was cool after that. but I never really like went out my way to like hang out with him or like if we ever spoke, it was because he started the conversation. Like I was never like, "Hey, what's up, bro?" How you-" Like he would like speak to me
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
he knew like after that it was one of those same situations. Like after that, it was kind of awkward. Like, damn, I definitely was racist to this motherfucker, and like, so he would have his head down when he saw me, and I'm like, bro, like I'm not tripping, like I don't care. But um, so back to Del Norte, right? So you go to Del Norte. Was I know you said it was better because you had like more people that can relate to you. So did you have your own clique? Like who did you go to
Yeah.
high school with? Anybody that like I may have known or that I know now or
Do you know my friend Anaya? The tall, chocolate, big
I,
booty
I,
girl?
this nigga's too. I think so. Yeah, I think her and Troy. Well, I
Yeah,
don't.
they used to know each other. Yeah. She
Yeah,
used
they.
to know him when they were like really, really young.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, I'm still friends with her. We was in a clique together, all of us.
I actually had some people my senior year that I went to summer school with. Well, going into my senior year, that went to Del Norte and played football. Even some people that graduated from Del Norte, I was cool with, but I never. I mean, because football wise, like they wasn't fucking with us, so I never really.
I wouldn't know.
Well, it was actually one of them. One of them actually, I think, became a coach while you was there of the football
I
team.
don't know.
Did you go to any football games?
Yeah, like maybe like two or three. The homecoming ones, I think.
Why
And
you
like,
never came to the football games at Poway?
because I'm telling you, like I didn't fit in. I didn't feel like I belonged there. Like it's just that was like the worst. Bruh, I used to sit by myself at lunch literally almost every day in the corner. You know, like on your way to the gym.
Yeah,
So you see the girls' locker room like down further.
yeah.
So I used to sit right across from the pool, where the pool was by the girls' locker room, where the bushes are on the planter. I
So
used to
why?
sit, I used to get my food from the lunch, go walk over there, put my headphones on, and like listen to music, watch YouTube, watch something, and eat lunch by myself until the next period.
Was this like before we met, or this was even like after we met?
I think it was like after too. Like sometimes I think maybe sophomore year, you were gone, right? Sophomore year?
Yeah, yeah. You're
Yeah. So on sophomore year, I think it was a little bit sophomore year, mainly freshman year. In the end of sophomore year, I used to eat in my what zoology class or something because I had a couple friends in there, so I would get my food and go back to that class and hang out with the people because my class was literally right after lunch, so I just sat there until the class started.
who did you have for zoology?
She was like some older white lady with blonde hair. She was cool though. I liked her.
I only had one zoology teacher, and the zoology teacher I had hated me.
I don't know if it was zoology or I don't know, something like that. But it was cool. I liked that class.
So, like, I understand you say you felt like you didn't fit in. Like, why you never like came and like had lunch with us? Like, because I think you knew Savion too. Like, because we had all had class together.
Yeah, but I couldn't find y'all. I never knew where y'all was.
We
But
was
back then, like I was shy. Like I didn't want to look around for people that I knew
yeah.
holding my food, like, who do I know? Let me go look for them. Like I was just like, all right, I'm just gonna do my own thing. Fuck it.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm like my senior year. I think my senior year I kind of was like all over the place because I never really like. I understand what you said when you say you don't fit in, right? Because like my senior year, like because I started my junior year at Poway, and like I would hang out with the football team and stuff like that. And then towards the ending, I was like, bro, like I feel like I don't fit in with the football team. Like they don't really understand me. Like they're all these, you know what I'm saying? I would say well off, like they had money and I
Hmm.
didn't, so I really couldn't relate to them. Um, so then I started hanging out with not saying it like that, but like Savion and them, like we really like clicked really hard and like with Gus and everybody. Um, so my senior year, I was like, that's like who I'm fucking with. Like I'm not really fucking with the football team like that. Like, but my senior year, because we had so much going on with football, and like we were supposed to go back to the championship, all that stuff. We had to like do shit in the quad as a football team and shit like that. So and on away games we had to go get our lunch from because they would provide us lunch. So I was kind of all over the place, but I always made sure I went back with like Savion and them and like
Hmm.
had lunch and shit. So we was always where from the like where the where the lunchroom is, not the lunchroom but outside, we always had lunch over there, or I would like be
Like
like
by the tables, basically.
yeah, or I would like kind
Yeah,
of
because
be
there was different quads. There was like freshman quad, senior quad was at the beginning of the school, right?
yeah, like right in this when you
Like
walk
right
in.
in the front. Yeah. See, I never used to be over there.
Yeah,
I would always be like where the pool area is, like in that quad where Miss Mosh class was.
yeah,
Like I never used to walk all the way to the front of the school and be like, oh yeah, where's everybody at? Like,
yeah.
yeah, I never used to do that.
I forget what class I had before lunch. I think um sometimes I had a lot of the times I had Miss Mosh because I had her back to back. I had floral and then I had freaking um was it bio or agriculture, whatever.
Ag
With
bio, yeah.
yeah, with y'all. So like I literally had her class back to back, and then sometimes of course we would go from her class to lunch and then right back to her class. So
Hmm.
I'm not gonna lie, I was blessed. My senior year was easy. Like even with all the credits I had to catch up on, like bro, shit was a breeze. I'm not gonna lie. But okay, you, so we was talking about Del Norte. Um, what do you feel like it? So at Poway, was it more so like you not fitting in, like maybe was like a distraction, or like it didn't help you with like schoolwork, and then when you moved,
Yeah.
it got better.
Yeah. Even in my freshman, sophomore year, I was distracted because, I didn't even want to fit in with the people there. People there just like got on my nerves. I didn't even want to make friends with the people that I was in classes with
Yeah,
because they were so clicked up. Like they would just get on my nerves, talking and talking and like, I don't know. And then I got bad grades because I didn't have nobody. I didn't have nobody to study with, talk to.
I don't. Now the class that we had together, I never really thought you
But
like had
even
that
in that
great.
class, I got like a C.
For real?
Yes.
I'm not gonna cap. I graduated with a D in that class.
Okay.
We the test that we took, right? We took that test, our final, and like I remember coming back to her that later that day because she had to grade the test, and I was like, "Bro, please tell me I passed." And she was like, "Yeah, you passed with the D." And then because I remember I had to get like hella credits to graduate, not hella credits, but I had to basically catch up credits because my freshman year I fucked up a lot. Um, it was kind of like the same. That's why I think I relate to you a lot with that because moving from the south, like I didn't do high school at all out there. Um, I mean, I went to like a continuation school, and like my first semester of freshman year, I was at a continuation, a charter school, And then my dad got married. We moved to Escondido. So my second semester of freshman year, I moved there. And I was just kind of like trying to find myself, like, who am I? Like, who do I fit in with? So I definitely understand what you're saying. Like, it was kind of, a distraction because I was trying to fit in and I was doing crazy shit and hanging out with seniors and, you know, they influencing me to do certain shit. And so I
Yeah.
definitely understand where you're coming from with that. Like, it's definitely that's why like I want my kids to know like to express themselves to me so we know like they can start to
That's
know
what I
who
did
they
with my
are.
mom.
And you said what?
That's what I did with my mom because I told her, I'm like, Mom, I'm not happy here.
Yeah,
I can't do another 2 years here. I can't. So I was like, look at my grades. I'm telling you, I cannot be here anymore.
yeah,
And as soon as I got transferred to Del Norte, started getting way better grades. I started focusing more. I started taking school more serious.
because you
Because
had
I was
something to
just,
get to, like your friends was kicking it.
yeah, I had like a terrible first 2 years. And plus, like back in high school, Anaya was like, she helped me a lot. Like she was very, very smart. So she used to help me like stay on top of, oh, like we got a test coming up. Do you want to study? Like, and
Yeah,
that's when I realized I was like, look, this is all I needed. I just needed some friends. I just needed people that would, do the same thing that we're doing together and just, you know, and plus I was an avid. So back in
oh man,
Poway, yeah, back in Poway, I couldn't even get an avid. But
yeah,
in Del Norte, I was like, I got accepted like immediately, like, oh yeah, we can take you.
yeah. So do you think like what do you think it was that because back then I was kind of like I was more so with certain people um like I would we would have talks, like we would express ourselves. So what do you think maybe stopped you from telling me that like before?
I don't know. I just didn't think like
I would care, nothing like that.
no, because just you as a senior, I know I'm not about to like I'm a freshman. I'm not about to say, oh, can you help me? Like, you know, I mean, I knew you had your own things going on and football and all that. You was like already so in, like, I don't know the
Yeah,
word. Like you was in there, you're almost done. Like it's not gonna
yeah.
matter, period.
So, I feel you. I mean, but you my nigga though. Like I would, what I'm saying. I would have made sure. What I'm saying. I would have. I would have did something. I can't say what because like that's back then now, but what I'm saying, we could have definitely. But like I said, I think that's why like because I really there's a lot of people that I don't even like. If I seen them to this day, I'll be like, who was that? Oh, what's up? Because like Savion, Gus, Jose, you. I I mean, Zakia, she's in there because of you. You know what I mean? Like, it's not like a lot of people that I'm like
Yeah.
that I like hit up on a daily basis or every once in a while. Like, I was just talking to Savion the other day. Like, you know what I mean? So like, I feel like you definitely, even after high school, like I definitely would have been like, hey, you good? Like, but I know on my end because I moved away, it kind of split a lot of stuff apart between a lot of people and me.
Yeah.
Um, but
Plus, my
not.
family really liked you too.
But I know. That's why I asked you the
I
other day.
was like, oh, I love Bernard. He's such a cool kid.
I remember when I actually came back to visit. I actually was planning on moving back, but I didn't really have like my shit. Like my mindset was still like kind of like in high school and
Mhm.
like partying and shit like that. That I wasn't like ready to just jump back out there and be like, oh, I'm gonna get a job, get a like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
yeah, that shit's tough.
I had moved back out here to Oklahoma, and I was like, let me get my shit together. And then, plus I'm glad I didn't experience adulthood in California because the price of living, I'm not about to. Hey, my homeboy said he paid like two, three bands for like a two bedroom or some shit like that.
Yo,
We
yeah,
pay,
even one bedrooms are like 18, almost pushing 2,000
yeah. See,
for a one bedroom.
out here we got three bedroom, two bath, garage for like 1250 a month. It's in a decent area too. It's not like, it's not super like ghetto or nothing like that.
1250 for a three-bedroom, bro.
Yeah.
See, that's why I'm honestly, I think I just need to move, like just up and move somewhere that's affordable. Not like affordable as in like bad, like, oh, it's ghetto affordable,
Yeah.
but somewhere where it's like it's decent, where you can make a live, like be sustainable. Cause
Yeah.
as a 20-year-old, I mean, unless you like you got it, like you got your own business at 20 years old, you graduated, all this, you got a job, a career.
Yeah.
Be realistically, I don't have that.
I
I
mean,
mean, it don't mean I won't have it, but I
yeah.
don't have that currently. So it's not realistic for me to live out in San Diego, California, paying 2 grand a month.
What I would say is I would say for sure take the opportunity that you have right now. Um, I think that's something that as I mean, I say it now, like with my kids, like, oh, once you turn 18, you're cut off, or you gotta find your own place. Realistically, I wouldn't do that to unless they're just flat out like not doing shit with their life. Like if you're
Mhm.
not even showing me no progress, like maybe going to school or at least working, like seeing what it's like in the work life to even save your money, because that's what I want to do. I want like when my kids get older, I want them to get their jobs,
You okay?
stack your money.
Yeah.
I'll tell your
Bernard.
mama I said hi.
Say hi.
Bernard.
Hey.
Hey, oh my God, look at you, all grown.
Yes,
Like
man.
you was already grown already.
Mom,
But
get out. Put a
why?
mask on or something.
You put your mask on. You
I'm
know this
just
girl
saying,
got
be
COVID.
careful.
Thank you for reminding me. You know this girl has COVID.
Yeah, she told me yesterday. I didn't
And
even know. It had been like what 3 or 4 days before you told me.
yeah,
It's been two
My son
days.
just came in here. Oh, but now, damn, your sister got big.
Yeah, that's my little sister, the little one. Yeah,
Oh,
she's right here.
well, you have another sister.
Yeah,
Your mom had another baby.
yeah. Her name is Milani.
I did not know that.
Yeah, she's 5 years old. Yeah, she is five. Yeah,
Where's your other sister at?
she was in the hallway. She was like, "Who's that?" And my mom was like, "You don't know him. You are a baby."
How old is she now?
She's 10.
Bro, what the
Yeah, I remember when you came over that one time and she was like, what, like 2 years old
Yeah, she was young.
with a little grandma fro? Miss May.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember that. Dang, bro, time be fun. Like it's about to be 10 years since I was in high school.
Yeah, that is insane.
And you're what?
It's been 6 years
Five?
since I
Yeah.
was in high school.
The time be flying, man.
Bro, 6 years. Oh my gosh.
But see, that's what I was saying too. Like,
6 years.
take it as much advantage as you can with this opportunity right now. Like, not having your own place, like to save your money and do whatever. Maybe build a business. Because I'm telling you, like when I was your age, I felt like I had to have my own shit. Like I was
Mhm.
rushing, I was like trying to get my own place, and like I made mistakes, fucked up my credit, shit like that. Like I was basically, what do you call it? Like I was forming to what society wanted me to be. You
Yeah,
know, after high school, you go to college, you get a degree, whatever, whatever. So
you
I was
get a
following that
job.
path.
Mhm.
Yeah, I was following that path and like went to school, didn't like it, dropped out, credit's fucked up, I owe student loans, like shit like that. So I would say definitely take advantage and like really weigh out your options. You know what I'm saying? Like you definitely 100%. Like I feel like I still have time too to like
Yeah,
in a
definitely.
way,
You
in
do.
a way, in a way mess up, but not as much because I have kids.
Yeah.
But maybe take some business ventures where like I'm not all the way in, but just a little bit to
But
where if
you
I
should
fail,
always still bet on yourself. You should always, take the risk. If you
yeah,
100% believe in yourself, I always say take the risk.
definitely. Now
Because I mean, I know I am taking advantage of, being here. And plus, like, I'm very thankful that, you know, my stepdad, Christian, you remember him, right?
yeah.
That he has a company and like I'm working for his company, like I work with him.
Oh,
And
that's dope.
so, yeah, so he also put me on to this other company that he's like, I think partners with, which is like an Alaskan company. So
Hmm.
I'm kind of like working for both companies
Yeah.
and I'm getting to know like that side of that career side. I mean that career. So it's like
So what? Not to cut you off, but like, what is it? If you like, if you're able to talk about it, like, what exactly do you do?
it's like working with like government contracts. So like you get a contract from a government and then everyone has like their specific job. So you have like HR people, you have I mean it's kind of hard to say because I don't know what everyone does, but yeah, it's like
He,
working
he
with
was in the
government.
Navy, wasn't he?
He was in the Marine Corps, yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, it's yeah. I mean, even now I feel like I should have my own shit be out pushing working towards kids now, but I'm 24. Like I don't want to feel that much pressure. You
Yeah.
know? I don't want to feel like I have to have it all when there's some 30-year-olds out there that don't even know what their next step is, you know?
And see that right, bro. Like, I'm glad you said that. And first of all, I just want to say, like, your wisdom and like your knowledge that you have at such a young age is like very like it shows a lot. But I think about that too sometimes because like even now with me having kids and stuff like that, I'm always like, bro, like, what's next? Like, I feel like I need to be in a
Exactly.
mansion and like them, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I be thinking about all that shit, but then like I said, I take a step back and I'm like, well, there's people that's 40, 50 years old, like, you know what I mean? Not even having the mindset that I have, not even like knowing where their next dollar is coming from. So I'm like, I'm doing good for right now.
Yeah.
Of course, I want to improve and get better, but everything happens at its own pace. Like, and everyone has their own pace. Just because
Yeah.
there's a 19-year-old making millions of dollars off YouTube, like that's cool. Like, congratulations to him, but
Mhm.
I'm on my own pace. You know what I mean? I
Yeah.
definitely
You're in
am.
your own life. The one thing I try and live by is like your biggest competition is yourself, not other people. Cause it's
Look
so
at you,
quick.
hold on, you dropping jewels today. Hold on.
'Cause for real, cause it's so easy to like compare yourself to people your age. Like, oh my God, they're doing better than me. Like they're over here making millions off YouTube or TikTok or freaking, cause the internet is like where everyone is on now. Like the
Yeah.
world is changing and everyone's taking advantage of it. Even young people on TikTok, like 18 years old, getting millions and millions of views, getting paid by all these companies to just post videos. Like it's so quick to compare yourself to these people, but I just keep telling myself like you got to be your biggest competition. That's it. As long as you're doing better each day, and whether that's your mindset, then hey, it's a win.
I used to like honestly like that. I used to do the opposite. Like I was never a hater. Like I wasn't like, oh fuck him, he this and that. But I was just like, damn, like I'm the same age as him. Like, why does he have this shit? Not even like
Yeah.
a YouTuber, but like people that I actually know. Like I would be like,
Mhm.
damn, like, what the fuck? Like
I know, like, how
I
can
make
I be
more
like that?
I
Like,
make
what?
more money than him. You know what I mean? Like I'm doing everything I'm supposed to do, but he's able to do XYZ and I'm not. But I stopped
Exactly.
doing that, like you said, because I was like, I need to focus on me, and
Mhm.
then honestly, like everything I've ever dreamed of so far has happened. Like I have kids. Like I literally always wanted kids. So I'm like, I have kids, I have a decent sized house. You know what I'm saying? Like everything is good. I do want more, but I'm not going to pressure myself into obtaining that or like biting off more than I can chew because I've
Yeah.
done that before, like with going to sign for a car and you know what I mean? Like I'm making the good money, but I get lazy and don't pay my car note or some shit like that. Like I don't want to do
Mhm.
that anymore. Like I said, I've made decisions when I was 18, 19, 20 that I regret, but I definitely learned from them. And I'm like, I will never do that again because I don't want to end up in the position I was in then.
Mhm.
So
That's facts. Especially like, the pressure from society to just look like you got it. Like, because there's some people that I know that I ran into that look like they like, oh, I got this. Like, look at my car, look at this, but really are like down bad, like
and I think
struggling to pay their car note because, like,
the lifestyle they're trying to
why?
portray,
Like,
yeah.
why? Just why?
I Kanye West actually said it in his song. In one of his songs, he said the people highest up have the lowest self-esteem. And like
Mhm.
that right there, like when he said that, I was like, and I didn't realize it then. It's an old song. It's his song All Falls Down. If you heard of that.
Yeah, I remember that song.
Um,
Oh, I
but
remember that song. Yeah, I remember that verse too.
but just recently I was listening and I was like, damn, like hold on, he said some real ass shit. Like, cause you can like when you think about it, like people who maybe like, commit suicide or going through divorce or what I'm saying, shit like that. Like, for example, Jeff Bezos, the owner of Amazon. That nigga has hella bread. But I think his wife was like about to file for divorce or some shit like that.
Hmm.
You can literally have it all and have nothing. Like, you know what I mean? Like you have to kind of that's why, like I said, I would if and when the YouTube blows up, the Twitch, the podcast, whatever, I'm
Hmm.
still gonna make sure that home is taken care of.
You know what? Not to cut you off, but I applaud you for doing all these things, like doing Twitch, podcasts, vlogs. Like, that's some cool shit right there. I'm glad you're doing that and you're sticking to it.
I appreciate that for real because it's
And it's inspiring because, like, you may not see that you're getting blown up instantly the next day, but like if you keep doing it and doing it and doing it, it's gonna
yeah.
get you there. So that's good.
I appreciate that for real. Like I definitely like you just said, I was thinking in my head like first video, oh my god, 1 million views and we about to go buy a house. But then I had to like really I was like, you know what? Like when we first started getting our little views and stuff like that, I was like, I'm gonna just take it for what it is right now. Like I'm not even going because to be honest, I feel like when it does happen, even then I'm not gonna
Mhm.
be ready for it. I'm not gonna I don't think I'm gonna be ready for um oh my god, can I take a picture with you? I'm a big fan and like because I'm such an introvert and like sometimes I
You
think
don't
about
even
it.
seem like an introvert, Bernard.
Well, that's because we know each other. So like, you know what I mean? Like, unless I know you, you're not gonna see that side of me that's like outgoing, cracking jokes, roasting
Mhm.
each other. Like, you're not gonna see that. Like, I'm gonna just be in the back, like, what's up? I'm just here.
Yeah.
So like to put myself in a position to where other people are gonna be like, oh my god, I fuck with your shit, or can I take a
Yeah.
picture? A big fan. I'm like, I think I said it to my sister the other day or somebody. I was like, I'm scared because like I'm not, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
I've it's crazy because I've always been the center of attention without being the center of attention.
Mm-hmm.
Like I've always like controlled the room, but then was like, oh, I'm just going to go sit over here.
Yeah, I know. I can relate to that sometimes. And mainly it's because of my hair. People see my hair and think that, oh my God, like she must think she's all that. And I automatically grab all attention. But in reality, I'm just like, I'm shy. Like
Yeah.
I'm an introvert, but at the same time, I can be an extrovert too.
Yeah, it's like it's kind of like a gray area because like it I think in all reality, I think everyone is an introvert until you get around the right people that make your other side of your personality come out. Because of course, like how you said when you walked into the power, you was like, I'm shy, I'm not even. But then when we met,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I'm saying? It was a totally different, you know what I'm saying? Like we vibe, we in class cutting up, all that. So it's
Mm-hmm.
really, I think, just the right, people or the really being coached.
Environment too
Yeah.
can bring that out of you.
But nah, I appreciate you saying that for real, because this shit, like, you expect it. You know what I mean? Like, you see what other people are doing on YouTube, and you see how they have like thousands of views, and you're like, oh, that's simple. But whenever you do it and you post a video, like now, what I do, I post a video and I don't even look at it for some days.
Yeah, I can feel that because I try to make videos of myself, and as soon as I'm done recording, I just don't look at it.
Hmm.
Like I just can't. I'm like, I can't.
But I mean, at the same time, though, like there's definitely gonna be people out there that agree with you. This like you have to take it all within the same breath. Like they agree with you, they disagree with you, they don't like how you did your hair this day. They don't. I just take it all. Like I know there's people that's gonna look at the videos and be like, "Damn, this nigga's fat." I know there's gonna be people that look at the video and be like, "Oh, like that's a cute family." Like I know all that already. So
Yeah,
whenever I post a video, I post it like knowing that I had a good time making that video or making the podcast or and so
yeah,
if I do see that people liked it or however many views on it, I'm like, okay, cool, that's cool. Like I take it
mhm,
as progress. The other day actually I had looked at the recent video that I posted on the family vacation. It had 88 views. I screenshotted it and I was like, damn, like I appreciate the love. Like this really just shows progress. Because it was like
mhm.
88 views in 4 days. That was like a huge accomplishment for me. Nigga, I went back and looked at it today and it shot up by like 75 views, like 160 something views. I was like, what the fuck? And but
Okay.
I'm still not like, oh, I'm about to quit my job. We about to get like I'm just being humble. Like I appreciate the
Yeah.
love, but I'm definitely still gonna, keep making content, keep going. Like I'm not just gonna take it and be like, all right, we got something, y'all.
I mean, yeah, and as long as you're doing it for the right reasons too, like not just to just blow up and get money, because
Yeah.
eventually that feeling is probably going to die out or just get tired of waiting and waiting. But if you're
Hmm.
doing it for like because you love to share and make content and you love sharing off your family or whatever, doing whatever you're doing,
Yeah.
then yeah, I think that feeling would stick way more longer and take you down more the road.
Yeah. That's why like this podcast shit, like I'm gonna ride this shit till the wheels fall off because like who doesn't want to, you know, have like first of all, share their story on life and their
Mhm,
opinions and their point of views on things, but then also like have a friendly disagreement, you know what I mean, and be able to put the content out and have people like, hey, what do y'all think? What do y'all
mhm.
think about XYZ? You know what I mean? Let us know in the comments below, whatever the case may be. That's why I do it because yeah, I understand that eventually it can bring money, whatever. Like I don't money is good, don't get me wrong. Money is definitely very good.
It's
But
very good.
for somebody to be able to sit there and say, I agree with you, Binky, because of this, or I disagree with you, and
Hmm.
then for the people in the comments or fans, whoever, to give that same opinion, Like I really like that because it keeps it going. Like, okay, let's have you on the podcast then.
Yep, it
Let me
keeps the
hear your
conversation
opinion.
going.
Yeah, like that's why I like to do it. Plus, I have a group of friends that we play the game with, and we literally would have conversations, like random conversations, like sports, like would you who you taking, Kobe or Kyrie Irving, and we would just freaking argue, and it's like, of course we all have our own opinions, but we need that tiebreaker to be like, this person gonna step in and be like, this is who I think we would take because of this. So we was like, let's make a podcast. Of course, it didn't go as planned with that, but me and my sisters kind of picked it up and was like, let's do a podcast, and now here we
Yeah,
are. But
period.
I definitely enjoy it, honestly. Like, there's no words to really explain how I feel, but
Mm-hmm.
eventually, of course, I want to be able to have a platform where we all come together instead of like virtual, where we're all together sitting there, more interaction, stuff like that. Um, bro, I stay up at night thinking about all this shit,
And
manifesting.
if you ever need a website, I could build you one. Because I've been building websites for companies, for these
For real?
companies I'm with. Yeah.
Is it hard?
At first it was because I wasn't familiar with it. They just threw me in there like, okay, get familiar with doing this website. And then like I would show it to them and they're like, okay, I need you to change this a little bit, add the colors, and I'd like over and over and over and over and over. So I got way more familiar with building websites. So as long as you have content, like, your own content, like I could put it together for you.
So, as far as like the website, like, are you saying actual like web
Like,
link,
because
like,
soon you're gonna need your own business. Like, I mean, not your own business, like your own website, so you can broadcast all of your platforms.
right? Yeah,
You know? So you might as well just have one and post it on your platforms. Like, yo, this is my website. Check it out. It could even be like 2 pages, 2-page website. It doesn't have to be like all fancy and shit. But at least you have it. You look more like professional,
professional.
you know?
Well, I'm actually glad you said that because my sisters and I, we were talking about merch too.
Mm-hmm.
So that'll definitely, you know what I'm saying, that we do have the podcast as far as like where people can go and listen to it versus like watching it as well.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna have to, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna have to tap in with that. I didn't know you did that.
Let me know. Yeah. Because if I do, I could start making a portfolio for me, and I could just, you know,
Like,
like if
this is
we
what
would
I've
both benefit,
done.
we would both benefit.
Yeah, like you would, this is what I've done for this person, and you know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? Yeah. Nah, yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to we're gonna have to talk on the side about that. Cause like I said, we thinking about doing merch. Um I don't know if did you watch the most recent podcast?
No, I only watched the one that because I don't even wait. Where do you be posting these?
YouTube, and then like we posted, like we shared on like Facebook, Twitter.
Yeah, I haven't seen the most recent one. Then
Because there's like
you
a
have its own YouTube channel for this?
so yeah, we have, it's called the Sibs, TheeSibs.
Okay.
Let me show you. Because this image right here, I think is what we're gonna be like trying to make into, hold on. Hold on. Where's it at? Where is it at? Where is it at? I keep clicking the wrong shit. Okay, hold on.
What is that? Two, three people?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I think we might want to do something with that as far as like
Mhm,
merch. So like
mhm.
that'd be cool if we do that, and then I mean even the website over in general, like we can repost, all the podcasts on there as well,
Yeah.
just to get it out there more. You know what I'm saying? I think that'd be cool. How long have you been doing that? See, there's shit that I about
Uh,
you I don't even know.
since October of last year.
October of last year.
Yep.
How many websites have you? First of all, since we know this now, like how can people reach out to you if they wanted to reach out to you to do a website? Like,
See, that's the thing. I probably have to create my own website so I can have a place for people if they wanted to reach out to me.
I'm saying like email or something like, hey, for right now until I build my own website or something to create
Yeah,
your
most
website.
likely email
Do you want
or
to give it out
Instagram
or
or
what's
Instagram too.
what's your Instagram? Let them know.
PY_TJADA.
All right,
Period.
perfect, 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 bro. That's no, like I'm really excited for you with that. Like that can literally go like long ways, especially like if up and coming companies, even big name companies, like, hey, we need this website created, on the
Mhm.
side for this, like, because I know like there's a lot of stuff that goes into creating a website. It's
A
not
lot of
just,
that stuff. Plus, you
Mhm.
gotta have like you have to buy your own domain, and like I don't know, like I know how to publish it and everything, but buying your own domain and like that's where I kind of have to get more familiar with. Because building a website is not totally free.
Mhm.
Like you still have to put some like a not a lot of money, probably like the most $20, because you still have to buy your own domain so people can actually look you up on Google. But yeah, it's not expensive either.
Yeah.
Investment. So I mean, yeah,
So how many websites have you created so far?
two.
Two. Okay. What like how were was it? Because you really could like. We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it
Yeah. All
because
right.
that, like you said, there's a lot that goes into it. So you know what I'm saying. You can,
Mm-hmm. Time consuming too, especially if you want it to look nice.
yeah. Because like when you pull up a website to begin with, like there's so many different things going on that website alone. So like
Yeah.
for you to like really sit there and create all of that,
Mm-hmm.
like because of course I've been on many websites before. So like we all know if y'all are watching this, like y'all need to go ahead and hit my girl up. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and get your because I know there's some people probably watching that maybe have their own business or creating their own business. I'm gonna actually talk to my cousin. I have a cousin that she is doing tie if she hasn't already, I'm still gonna talk to her and see, but she's doing like tie-dye shirts and stuff like that, creating her own brand like for shirts.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, hey, I know somebody that can, you know what I'm saying, get you a website. So I'm gonna definitely tap in with her on that. She actually is from California too. But she's in Oklahoma now, but she's from Stockton,
Oh, Stockton.
I
That's up north.
think. San Francisco. All I know is that's my cousin when she from Cali and she's from Oklahoma. So she actually writes books too. Like she wrote a
Oh,
book so
period.
far. So yeah, like that'll actually be something that's cool. Like fun
See,
fact
I
about
want to do
Jada.
that. I want to write my own book, something small, but
What do you think is gonna what would a book by Tajada look like?
I feel like probably like my story.
So do you think so far, and this is just me asking, like, do you think so far like you would have enough to fill a book, or would it be like a series? Like,
It would probably be like a short story type of book. Like it wouldn't be like no 300, 400, 500 pages,
yeah.
but it'd probably be like at least 100.
So would it be like up until this point, like up until you
Yep,
know me being
up until this
24?
age.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So then you would might want to make that into a series and be like from 25 to 30 or
Yep. See, I got a lot of ideas. It's just the thing about me is that I get stuck actually starting it.
yeah.
'Cause trust me, I've taken notes on how and exactly what I want my podcast to be and
Hmm.
what to talk about, and like it's just the thing is I haven't got started. I just get stuck. Like I don't know what it's called, but I just have this fear of like not starting, but I want to start.
Honestly, I think the best thing to do would just be to honestly just start like the way that this podcast came about. Like I said, I was talking with my homeboys about starting one, and they kind of was like, okay, we need to wait a little bit, etc. I respected that. And I was actually venting to my sister about it, like, damn, like I really want to, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel as if right now would be the perfect time to start. And she was like, well,
Mhm.
why don't we just start one? I was like, okay, cool. So literally one day I was playing around on Zoom and I was like, I told my sister, hey, accept this invite and let's go from there. And like we started from there, did our first podcast. And like ever since then, literally I've been like, we gotta push it. We gotta keep going. We gotta keep going. We gotta keep putting, what I'm saying, making not only making content, but having the conversations that, you know what I mean, that normally wouldn't be recorded. And now it came to the point to where I was like, okay, I don't want it to be scripted. I don't want it to be
Yeah.
fake. I want it to be genuine conversations, even the mess ups, even if it gets awkward. Like, I
Hmm.
don't want to edit none of that shit out. So I was like, let's do no script. So it's still under the Sibs, but it's like the Sibs present no script. Like, this is real, raw, authentic, like one on one, two on two, whoever it is, just us
Hmm.
having a good conversation, whether we cussing each other out, having a disagreement, whatever the case may be, like, so that way people can see that side and not, hi guys, welcome back to another episode, and
Right.
being quote unquote corporate.
Yeah.
I didn't want that. Like I was like, nah, like, because there's gonna be days where I'm just chilling. I don't want to do my hair every day. I just want to
Right.
come in here looking raggedy and it should be as that. Like
For real.
so as far as your podcast, like what would be it, don't give me too much, but like what are some ideas that you was like, hey, I want it to be like this and
Mainly like kind of like yours, like no script, but keep it on track. Like,
mm,
because I wanted to talk about like, past trauma that we everyone has endured in their life, anything. Like friendships, friends to stay away from, friends that you need to be more towards, relationships, like things like that. But like, there's always subtopics into everything.
yeah,
What world? Who is that?
that's Binky
Oh my
from
God.
from Arthur.
But yeah, stuff like that. But then also having it like, don't hold back, like no script. You don't have to just fully like don't say what you think you need to say, just say it, you know?
Exactly. And that right there, I'm glad you actually said that because that's kind of like I said, some what I brought to my sisters, like because when you think of a brand, you think about like having the brand squeaky clean, polished, like no mess ups, nothing like that. And I was kind of like in my head, like me being me, I'm like, fuck that.
Mhm.
Like I want to be able to say what I want to say and not be penalized for it or not anybody.
Right.
So I was like, but I don't want that to take away from y'all. So why don't we just do no script, like to where everybody knows what it is already? Like we about to be in here cussing up a storm. We about to be talking about whatever we want to talk about.
Mhm.
So that way when people watch it, it's not gonna be like super corporate and oh, let's not touch that subject over there. Let's leave that
Yeah,
over
it's a
there. Like
little
we
awkward
about to talk about
almost.
everything. Yeah,
Yeah. It's like, okay, well, what can we talk about? What
exactly.
can I say?
I um I honestly I think the hardest part for me um is not staying on topic, but like keeping the conversation going, if you will. Because I know that sometimes, some people don't have much to say or um it might get a little awkward in between. I've definitely gotten better at it by like kind of bringing the conversation back full circle and
Mhm.
basically being the what do you call it? The host, I guess. You know what I mean? Like and kind of all right, guys, settle down, whatever. I think that's kind of the hard. The conversation is easy, but like filling it in, when people say stuff and it kind of gets quiet and I guess with no script and not actually having an actual like dialogue,
Yeah,
kind of
you
like
gotta bring it back sometimes.
yeah, to still keep the conversation going and like so to Jada, your sophomore year, you moved from Poway, went to Del Norte. What was that like? And then you talk about that, and then you know what I mean. Like, I think that's the hardest part to me because you can easily get damn that water.
Yo, I have
I
to
didn't
drink
see
so
how
much.
big that was. You didn't drink no do y'all got emergency out there?
Yeah, I was drinking that the other day.
Yeah, I've been having to mix mine with orange juice because that shit.
It is not that bad.
Hey, that shit. Hey, I be poured it in the emergency and I be taking it to the head.
Nah, but what was I about to say? Um, damn, I forgot what I was
I
about
think
to say.
I think you just need to jump out there and do it. Honestly, like even no matter how, like even if you watch it back and you're like, it's cringe or whatever, just as long as you're making progress, even if it's slow progress, you're still moving forward. So like
Yeah,
even if you just randomly just one day like, hey Bernard, accept this invite, let's talk. And it's on your platform, your podcast, like you're starting it. Just to like, I mean, that's kind of like the blueprint or like the okay, this is the first podcast. I'm gonna watch this, I'm gonna dissect it, I'm gonna see what I did good and what I can improve on, and then go from there. Cause the first ever podcast we did, we all literally all three of us agreed it was like that shit was horrible. Like it was awkward as fuck. But we still did it and it's
yeah.
like now it's a lot easier. Like that's why I tell people whenever I'm like, oh, come on the podcast. Oh, I'm scared. I don't know what to talk about. Oh my god. And I'm like, bro, you're fine. Like, trust me. We gonna
Hmm.
make sure, you know what I'm saying, it's moving
See, that's
along.
why Zakia need to get up on this podcast.
Yeah, she been ducking and dodging forever now.
Talking about I got work. I gotta
Is
do
she
this.
doing that work right now?
I don't know. I think so.
I'm about to
Maybe.
I'm about to FaceTime her right now. She probably gonna answer too much.
She be telling me she be sleep at work with the patients. I'm like, girl.
What, it's 3 o'clock out there, 3:10.
Yep. Negro, what do you want?
Nigga. Where are you at?
Work. Why do y'all be acting like I do not work?
Where you sitting in the booth comfortable right now? I'm about to,
What up, beach?
you in the dining room doing what?
I'm on my lunch. Let me eat.
What you about to eat? What kind of food?
Food you can make.
Huh?
What you eating? You finally eating? Good for you, girl.
I'll be eating, bro.
Yeah, you better be.
Bruh, nah, we was just talking about you because we're doing the podcast right now. By the way, you're gonna be on the podcast.
How?
Just now. This is recording.
Oh, damn. Got
Period.
me slipping.
Yeah, caught you with your work badge on and everything.
You can't even barely see it.
What you about to eat though?
Ooh,
Oh, okay. I forgot they make food. Damn.
Mm,
some rice and vegetables.
Okay, something slight, something slight. No meat with it. You know you like meat. I'm saying like
she like she likes Jamaican sausage.
oh, but what time do you get off though?
7.
You gonna stop dodging us from getting on this podcast now.
I'm not.
Like it was first of all, it was okay next Saturday. Then y'all went to a party. Okay, next Saturday. Then you at work. Okay, next Saturday. Oh my God, I forgot. I'm about to go meet my dad's brother that he. I'm like, bruh.
All right, next Saturday. I don't work.
You heard that to Jada?
Yep.
Next Saturday, she don't work. So we're gonna be on this podcast. We're gonna be talking about everything.
Yeah.
Nothing's off limits.
Mm,
Mm, I mean, I'm talking about like there's certain things, of course, I wouldn't bring up or you guys wouldn't bring up, but like, for the most part,
topic wise.
yeah. Not like individually type of it.
Yeah. All right.
All right. Well, I'll let you go back to your rice and sausage.
Fuck you guys.
All right.
All right. Bye.
All right. What we got? We're gonna do a podcast next Saturday. You know what I'm saying? I think that one's gonna be cool. All three of us on there.
Yeah.
That's why
You
like
don't have me dying though.
I want to get it to where I can hear you guys on my Twitch, but I think I'm not going to be able to do that until I get a PC.
Yeah, you gotta invest in that PC.
Well, so okay, so like, what's
But no, but for
good
real, you
though?
you can get a good PC, like a decent PC off Amazon. I've seen PCs that have a better graphics card than I do, but is less expensive than the one that I have.
I think for everything that we're wanting to do, like, cause you like how you were saying with yours, right? Like, which I was about to ask you, what's up with your Twitch? I honestly at this point, I think you just need to be like trying things, and so like, cause it's okay to fail and like go back to the drawing board.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I mean, you got your webcam now, right?
Yeah.
Um, I'm pretty sure your headset will, you can, of course, you will get a mic and all that stuff, but I think you need to just go ahead and jump out there. You know what I'm saying? Stream for like an hour, see how the quality is, and then kind of go from there. But um, typically, what people do, what I've noticed is like if they don't have a strong enough like PC to stream and play the game, then they have two PCs, one to hold the stream and then one to like play the game. So I want to get a PC that does both, that I can, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Then yeah, you probably have to get a strong PC.
Yeah. I've been looking, I've been trying to, you for me, but I definitely want a PC within the next few weeks to a month. So that way I can, because that's why I barely stream now. I mean the quality is decent, but like I want everything. I want y'all voices on there, like because I'll be looking like I'm talking to myself. But we really be
I
having
feel
some
you.
funny ass conversations.
I don't know. That's weird because, yeah, I don't know. Mine does it.
Hey, I don't know why
Even when
mine.
you
Hold on, let me see. Yeah, I don't know why
feel
mine.
like you just have to play with the settings, something. Look it up on YouTube or something.
See, and I did look it up on YouTube, but like it didn't. My old Xbox didn't do this. Like my old Xbox, even with the game chat, like on Xbox, we would be able to hear it in the on Twitch. But like I can't even do that
It's just
now.
look green. My
Huh?
background look green. Look. Why does it look green?
What you got going?
What in the world? Am I going blind or is this green?
No, it's green.
Well,
You
that's
you, you
weird.
have lights?
No, my window's open. That's it.
What's over there that's green? You hear me?
I have literally no idea.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna have to figure it out though, because I be wanting people to hear the. I think that's another reason why, like I said earlier, why I wanted to start a podcast, because like we would just have funny ass like conversations and stuff, and like damn, the
Hmm.
world needs to hear this.
Wait, hold up. Is there a way we can pause this? Because I have to go to the bathroom. Like really
Yeah,
bad.
pause it. But um, yeah, man. I appreciate you for look at this jigaboo. I appreciate y'all. I guess I can say for well, Zakia, you still got to get your one on one or whenever we do it next week on the podcast. So you still ain't
Yeah, we all gonna be on the podcast, or y'all could do it. Don't matter.
Yeah, because I'm gonna sit there and be like,
oh my god. But I appreciate you for coming on, man. I'm gonna let you know when it's posted. But again, my name is Binky Barnes, aka Just a Kid, aka Bernard, whatever avenue of life you know me from. And I appreciate my girl Tajeda for coming on here. You have anything else you want to say?
Mm, no, I don't.
Okay. Again, you can follow her on Instagram. What was it again?
PY_TJADA.
Go ahead and follow her and tap in with her if you need a website built or anything like that. She is the one to see. Again, this is No Script Podcast. I appreciate y'all for watching.
You know I got you, baby, can't live without you. Got me love sick, somebody call the doctor. When I'm around you, baby, nothing else matters.